So there's a whole bunch of love and light spiritual people out there being like, Leo new moon, it's all about fun and freedom and letting the sun shine on you and being able to like manifest. And then there's the astrologers who are like, bitch, this moon is opposing Pluto. Okay, it is giving hints of the next eclipse cycle. Are you sure you know what you're doing when you're manifesting? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because you might be like locking a manifestation into an 18-year cycle or into a 9-year cycle. When this new moon manifestation, the first point in time that it's going to come into reality is with an eclipse in the new nodal axis next year, when we move into Leo Aquarius. So it's coming to fruition during an eclipse, right? It's coming to fruition during fucking chaos. So be careful what you wish for. This is not your classic Leo new moon. This is not manifest all of your dreams, manifest everything like just willy-nilly out there like a fucking Leo energy, okay? This is a very intense new moon. This is a very intense new moon, right? The next couple of weeks of this energy is so incredibly powerful. But you need to be fucking careful of what you are thinking this is going to bring in, right? Like, yes, it's about authentic self-expression. Yes, it's about making yourself visible. It's about kind of owning your power dynamics. It's about transformation. And it's about really choosing who you want to be fucking seen as, right? Like, Leo is, you know, it's the sun. The sun revolves around it. There's a bit of a childish kind of fun energy to it. It's linked to the heart, to joy, to creativity, to purpose, to expressing yourself, doing what lights you up, right? And we're really being asked by this new moon, am I shining from my true authentic soul? Or where have I been performing? Where have I been wearing a mask? Where have I been fake? In my performance of myself, right? Where have I written myself a character that I can perform as that wants approval of everybody, right? So there is a huge shadow work component to this new moon, huge. And so it's pissing me off that I'm seeing like, oh, big, big Leo new moon. Oh, go and have a fun time. Bitch, we're not all having a fun time. We're not, okay? This moon is opposing Pluto. Pluto, who is in Aquarius for the first time in 250 years, in its current first retrograde in Aquarius in its 250 years. This is like shadow work stuff. This is like new moon, but this is like dark, okay? This is the sun and the moon in Leo opposing, having a fight, right? Having a fight with Pluto, who is our underworld in Aquarius, okay? And it is bringing up so much fear about being seen in your truth or about your mask being ripped the fuck down, because that is what's happening, right? It's bringing up shame of being who you are. It's bringing up, you know, whether or not you succumb to group pressure to be somebody else. And it is making you, right? The sun and the moon in Leo, both ruled by the fucking sun, are shining into your shadowlands. So all of the parts of you that you've been hiding because you're worried about whether or not they'll get approval, this is the energy that says, like, where are you making a trade between your authenticity and acceptance, right? Like, this is truly an opportunity to redefine your ideas of power and your relationship to power, to the relationship that you have to your own truth, right? So there is other fuckery in the planets around this as well, right? Like, we have got, I think it's trining Saturn and Neptune, right? Both in retrograde. Saturn, structure, discipline, rules. Neptune, spiritual stuff, right? Traumas, right? And it's bringing this like fucking bright torchlight, right? You know when you're driving on the road at nighttime and someone's got those stupid fuck off headlights and you go blind? Just imagine that that's the kind of light that you've got, like, shining into your fucking underworld space right now, right? And Uranus in Gemini also fucking involved, right? Is also getting involved here. So we're being kind of forced through curiosity and chaos to look into the fucking dark spaces and ask yourself, where the fuck do I pretend? Where the fuck do I pretend? This new moon is like Are you brave enough to show yourself for who the fuck you really are? Even if it means people won't like you, even if it means you won't fit into what the people around you want you to fit into, even if people think that like there's something strange about you, are you fucking brave enough? Right? Because the idea of power, right? Pluto being involved, power is that you don't need to prove yourself to anyone to be in a position of power with who you are as a fucking person, right? This is about reclaiming your sun, reclaiming the light, right? Especially all of the parts that you've ever hidden about because of fear and shame, right? Because that's what Pluto fucking wants from us, okay? So some of the things that you are hearing that are true are be fucking creative. Okay, now that could mean so many things. That could mean so many things, right? Like being creative. If you are someone who likes to cook, cook a meal, cook something creative. If you make music, make music. It doesn't have to be good. If you draw, draw. If you paint, paint, right? If you dance, dance. This is the energy that needs you to be creative. There are energies within your body that need to come out, right? There's a new moon. So new moon's dark moon. Right? So there's shadow, there's darkness. Plus there's extra shadow and darkness because Pluto is opposing it. Then there's extra like pressure on it because Neptune and Saturn, right? Mental health as well. Neptune in Aries, remember, mental health. And Saturn in Aries, taking responsibility on the building of the new you, is pressuring this moon. Okay? Now, for those of you witchy people who are out here manifesting, be very fucking careful, be very intentional, and be very specific, okay? Because this Leo new moon is coming to fruition, like I said, with the eclipses, which will be next year, right? And when we have the eclipses next year, okay, this full moon is like within the eclipse portal, okay, within it, and it is going to be the first eclipse portal in the new section, right? So when you're locking yourself into these manifestations, like when you are normally manifesting under a new moon and you want it to sort of come to fruition under the full moon, this particular one could be a 9-year cycle, could be an 18-year cycle, right? Okay, be careful. Be careful, be specific, okay? This is the kind of moon where when you're manifesting, you want to be long-term manifesting for one, and you want to be short-term manifesting for like goal steps, okay? Because remembering as well that Mars is in Virgo, okay? Mars is in Virgo, and so we are doing things habitually and steps, right? So be fucking careful, right? And don't let all of these fucking astrologers, I shouldn't say astrologers because most of the astrologers are fucking on point, right? But there are a lot, there's so many spiritual people out there like, go creatively manifest your new life. Be fucking careful, right? And if you're out there like me, feeling fucking tired, having spent the last fucking week in a mental fucking prison of childhood wounds coming up from the past to tell you that you're fucking worthless, then let me tell you, babe, you ain't alone, right? You ain't alone. So, you know, there probably is some people out there experiencing some nice energy, right? But I bet you their birth charts specifically allow for that. This new moon is here for you to plant seeds. But bitch, those seeds are growing into chaotic eclipse trees, all right? So this could be playing out over a series of, you know, in 6 months, right? But that's in 6 months, we start a new 18-month cycle, which is a 9-year cycle all round, which is an 18-year cycle all round. Okay? Okay. Manifest through creativity. That's your best way forward. And make small, habitual, goal-based manifestations if you are not experienced with using intentional language. Please and thank you. Okay. Happy new moon.